So this is a welcome video to people that are trying to figure out the my Canvas system. This is for Math 141. I have two sections, but I'm going to just talk about both sections in this video because they're ran the same way. And this happens to be the 552 section, but there's also 0551 this summer. So this is the home page of Canvas, and you can see the picture of me there, standing on a beach. First thing you need to do, of course, if you haven't already, is get your homework up and running. So if you click on this little text and homework info, it takes you to this page, which gives you options for buying a hard copy of the book. If you want, you don't have to. The only thing is required is this $45 access to the ebook and XYZ homework system. So you can go directly to the textbooks.com, XYZ textbooks. So you can see here's the options. If you just click on this one, the 45, that's the one you want. And that's the one you have to have. If you prefer to get a book, you could do this one. But if you get the book, you don't need to do both because the access is included in the book. This is this one over here. The $87 is the printed paperback. The $98 is the hardback, and then the $45 is just the ebook with the online homework. Okay, so that's that. The other option, of course, is it says down here you can go directly to the XYZ website and sign up for a free 15-day trial. So if you click here, you could register as a new student. If you already have XYZ, if you purchased it earlier this year, you could just go to log in. But let's click on that register as a new student thing. If you click on that, you can put in your name and information and so forth. And then the next, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to register, but the next option will give you the, I'm sorry, it says it right here. To start your 15-day free trial, register as a new student. There we go. So to get the 15-day free trial, you can just fill in your information and then register, and then it'll take you right to the website. Once you get to the website, you want to add a new course. If you add a new course, you click on this. Oh, whoops, this is me. This is me adding a new course. If you want to join a course, enroll in a new class. There it is. If you enroll in a new class, you click on this, and it'll ask for a course ID number. That course ID number is right here for the 141 students, which both sections are using the same homework. So you just take that and plug it right in there, and that'll get you into the homework system. Okay? Now let's look at the homework. So once you get inside, let's get the student view. You have some options. Right here is the ebook right on top. If you click on that, it'll take you to the ebook, and you can it takes you to section 1.1. You can go up to the contents, and you can go pick whatever chapter you want. We are basically doing chapters 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2, 3, and 4. So there's the homework, or there's the ebook. You can see right now that there's several books or several homework assignments that are open, the review and the preview or prerequisite homework. These are not for points, but you could be working on them right now. But homework 1 and 2 are also open. And notice they're not due till the 31st. This is kind of a work at your own pace type class that I'm trying to leave it as wide open as possible. So the midterm is going to be this week here. So I've left the homework, all the homeworks open until the 31st. So everything that you're going to do and practicing for the midterm is due on the 31st, which is the week when we're going to be doing the midterms. So you can see here, There's some more assignments there. I'm not sure why they're not showing up. I'll have to get back to you on that. Okay, so anyway, the key is not to look at the deadline of the homework, because if you wait till the deadline, it'll be too late. When we get back over to the Canvas page, you'll understand how and when you should start the homework and so forth. So yeah, I'm not sure why 3, 4, 5, and 6 are not showing up. To look into that. Okay. So there's the homework. If you open up a homework, like this one, for example, notice that there is a little blue button here that says video and a blue button that says ebook. If you click on the video, this will take you to a couple of videos that are talking about the same concept that this question is covering. So that's kind of handy. And you could watch that. You could watch, if you don't like the way they're explaining it, you can go to the different person and watch their video. And
for this example, we're given the function f, which is a set of these 4 ordered pairs here.
So there you go. So that's what the video does. It takes you to a video that's talking about the concept that's covered in this question. Ebook will actually take you right to the ebook, the section that's talking about the same topic again. So notice it says definition of a function, because this thing is talking about what a function is. And so if you read through this section, it should help you with that problem. And then the other thing in homework is message instructor about this question. This is pretty handy. It sends a message directly to me with the problem that you're actually working on, so I can see it. And you could type a little message in here like, I'm having trouble with this question. I tried to do this or tried to do that. You can even attach your work. So if you've done your work on a piece of paper, you could scan it or take a picture of it and attach it to this message. The more information you give me, the more helpful I can be to you. So there's that. So that's the homework system. Again, you do not want to go off of the deadlines because they are way, way too generous. You want to go on when I tell you to start the homework, which we'll talk about that in Canvas in just a minute. So the other thing that's helpful for the homework system is right here, there's a video, and if you watch that, it helps kind of orient you to the homework system. One particular point about this homework system is the graphing is kind of a little bit clunky. And so this video focuses on making it clear on how to graph in the XYZ homework system. So you might want to watch that before you do any questions that have graphing in them. Okay, the next thing is my YouTube channel. Like it says, you're not required to go there even, because I bring all of the videos that you need to watch to Canvas. But if you want to go there and explore around, I have playlists for 141, 142, and then the whole calculus series. So that is available to you. There's also the syllabus here. Of course, that's very important that you open that up and read it, because that's tells you what I expect from you and what you can expect from me. And then finally, this last little thing here is discussion. We will be doing some discussions this summer, and the first one that you'll be doing is just introducing yourself. So if you haven't done that yet, you want to do that this week. This is a good, easy way to get 10 points, so don't ignore it. The further discussions will actually be on topics in math. So, but this one is just kind of give me 10 points. All you have to do is introduce yourself and then respond to a couple other people. And of course, the whole idea of this is to get to know each other a little bit. Okay, now let's get to the meat of the class, the modules. This is where everything happens. Notice in the Math 141 headquarters, Has that same information we already talked about, the online textbook and homework information and the syllabus. This has a bunch of kind of helpful things if you're new to online learning. There's some topics here that could be really helpful, I think. So you can take a look at those. Oh, that right there is another copy of the syllabus. I don't know why I have two of them. I'll have to remove that. But anyway, these are some different videos that'll help you understand different topics better. One that's really important is using scanning apps to upload documents and then submitting assignments in Canvas. Those are something we'll be doing this quarter, and in the past people have had trouble with it, so make sure you watch those. Okay, so now we get down to week one. This is where we're at right now. Notice there's a bunch of information in this week one module. Everything that you should be doing this week is in this module. And to guide you through the process, this is a really important thing, the week one itinerary. So notice this thing just basically tells you what to do step by step. So like it says here, this is your guide for the first week of class. Check back with the discussion. So if you haven't started the discussion, here's a little link to it. If you already have it, it's suggesting you go back and check in with it, see if anyone's responded to your questions or posts. The idea here is not just to do the bare minimum and do the post and the 2 responses and get out. The idea is to begin a discussion and to carry it on through the week. So this is suggesting you should just go back and check if you haven't already. The next point, number 1, make sure you look over Canvas and read the syllabus so you can get all your questions answered in the first virtual class, or the next virtual class, or the second or third or whatever. But make sure you understand the syllabus and make sure you understand how Canvas works. Then here, number 2 is the virtual class meeting that we had trouble with today because of internet connection. And now, here we go. Watch the following videos on what a function is and function notation. So this is where the instructions are going to come from. I know there's a temptation to kind of say, all right, know what a function is, I'm just going to skip it. I highly recommend that you watch it from beginning to end and take notes on it. That's how you're going to learn in this class. I cannot tell you how many times I've got questions on homework where they say, I don't know how to do this question, and I'll say, did you watch the video on functions, on what is a function? And they said, I think I did. So then I'll send an email saying, look at the video on what is a function at 9 minutes and 43 seconds. You'll find a good explanation of this question, and they'll go watch it, and then they'll email me back and say, oh yeah, now that makes sense. So the point is, they may have watched it and just missed that, but the point is, make sure you're watching the videos and taking notes, just like you would go to class and take notes. The benefit is videos are shorter. Like this video here is, I can't tell how long it is. Let's see. Oh, it's 13 minutes long. There you go. It's a lot shorter than the class. And this video here is 5 minutes long. Again, much shorter than the class if you're expected to go to class. So that you could watch those 2 videos in less than 20 minutes, maybe longer if you had to stop and go backwards and pause and stuff. So, but again, the main point here is that this is where your instruction takes place. I am going to be holding some Zoom meetings, but the entirety of the class is not going to be covered in Zoom meetings, but it is covered in these videos. So the best way to do it is to watch the videos, and then right after the video, notice I have here some practice sheets. So it says here in number 4, now you're ready to practice what you've learned. In the week 1 module, you'll find the following worksheets. So you see Math 141 function notation worksheet and the function notation worksheet. So if you click on the week 1 module, it'll take you back to the week 1 module and you'll see those worksheets. Math 141 function notation worksheet, and there's the solution sheet for it, and function notation worksheet. And whoops, there's the solution for it. I'll move that up next to it. Okay, so if we go back to week 1 module, week 1 itinerary, again, so the idea is what's going to drive this class for you is these itineraries. And if you just work through the itinerary step by step, kind of keeping a good pace, so the idea is you should be able to finish this entire itinerary by the end of this week. So notice there's 9 items. There's looks like about 5 or 6 videos to watch, some worksheets to work on, and basically notice right here, number 7, it said you should also be ready at this time to tackle homework 1. So in other words, if you've worked through all the stuff above this, you've been exposed to all the material you need to complete homework 1. So at this point is when you should start working on homework 1 and work at it on a regular, steady pace until you finish it. These homeworks are not real long. It shouldn't take you more than 3 or 4 days. So if you start the homework 1 at this point, you should be starting by maybe Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how much time you have between now and then. And you should be able to finish it through the weekend, just in time to get ready to start the week 2 activities. And notice in step 8, so number 8 is material that's not covered in homework 1. It's covered in the next homework. So while you're working on homework 1, you don't have to finish homework 1 before you do number 8. You just start homework 1 and begin working on it. But you still want to finish the entire itinerary before the week is up. You won't necessarily finish homework 1 before the week is up, but you should at least look through all this, watch the videos, opened up the worksheets, began working on them. I believe that math is both best done in groups, but also done over the span of time. It's hard to learn a concept in just a few minutes. I think the best way to learn mathematical concepts is to get some instruction on it, aka the videos. Practice it, attempt to kind of see if you can do it on your own. If you run into trouble, go back and ask some questions, come back and practice some more, go back and ask some questions, come back and practice some more. And so I would not expect you to watch this video, do this worksheet, and be done in 2 hours. I would expect you to watch the video in about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, however long it is, and begin working on the worksheet. And when you run into trouble, maybe go back and watch the video again, or send me an email asking some questions, or attend a Zoom office hour and ask some questions. But just continue to work on it over 2 or 3 or 4 days. Okay, so that's the itinerary. That's what drives the class. Do not just ignore the itinerary. Again, something that people are tempted to do on Canvas is to just do their little to-do list. The problem with the to-do list is it's based on, or Canvas creates it. I don't. Canvas just looks through what I'm doing and decides what it wants to put onto the to-do list. So you do not want to go by the to-do list. You want to go by my itinerary list. The other problem with the to-do list is it's based completely on due dates rather than on start dates. And the way my class is set up, the start dates are much more important because the due dates are super generous, and you do not want to take that long. So I think that covers everything I wanted to. Please let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully I'll get my internet issues figured out so I can set up some Zoom meetings tomorrow or Thursday.